You've been trained for this moment from the day you walked in this program. So as we move forward, we're imposing our will on whoever's in front of us. That's what we gotta do.
It's all about pain and punishment. Ain't gonna be no secrets out there today. Be that freaking team. More than anything, man, fearlessly be yourself. You were brought in for a reason, and it's time for the whole world to see it.
Brotherhood and trust, power unit 4 to 6, A to B, you win this game. Everything you got for one another. You've been trained for this moment from the day you walked in this program. So as we move forward, we're imposing our will on whoever's in front of us. That's what we gotta do.
It's all about pain and punishment. Ain't gonna be no secrets out there today. Be that freaking team. More than anything, man, fearlessly be yourself. You were brought in for a reason, and it's...
Fellas, welcome to the Coach's Corner. Another day, another game, another Thursday night. But, you know, happy to be here.
Thanks for having me.
Cool. Today we got Coach Carl Johnson, Micah Johnson, and Cleveland Lee. What's up, guys?
What's up? What's going on?
I'm sorry to bring y'all in so soon after practice, because I know y'all were. What I love about watching y'all's practice is y'all go at it. Y'all are competitive. Y'all were doing the sled drill out there. Is that the proper way of saying it? It's kind of
I guess so. Yeah, sled push.
Where sled push drill. 5 of you guys line up, push the sled. You got to push it back and forth on the field.
Yeah.
And I was pretty much what I like about it. I'll keep it short. I know I've been kind of rambling. It's a good competitive way for y'all to finish off a tough practice. Would that be accurate?
Yeah.
Is that y'all's? Would y'all prefer that over like running gassers or sprints or anything?
Yeah, definitely prefer that. But boy, they gonna like us seeing it. Yeah.
Honestly, I like it too because it's still a form of conditioning, sure, but it's also, like I said, it's competition, and it keeps you on your toes, keeps you going, and has the same effect, really.
Yeah.
Time out real quick. Is he about to come in?
Who? That's my man.
Oh,
he's just watching.
He's being man.
I think you're good.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we'll be fine. So, Coach, let's move it on over to you because you're the offensive coordinator and also the quarterback coach.
Yeah.
You are a busy man.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of comes with the territory. But you know, it's all fun and games when you're getting wins, so it's all good with me.
Would you say is it harder or easier for you when you've got two talented quarterbacks like E-Man and Q?
Easier.
I bet.
When you got two talented guys that you can depend on both of them, man, it makes the job a hell of a lot easier when calling plays. And I have trust in both of them, equal trust. So yeah, it's a good situation to be in.
And they're both great athletes too. It's hard for me to call them just a quarterback because you could just put the ATH next to them on the roster because they're just that good.
Yeah, definitely. Quentin's definitely a superior athlete. One that could probably do anything on the field. And Bunny's more of a traditional quarterback, but he's worked his tail off to develop into the player he's become. And we're excited about him too. So we got two guys back there that we really love.
Yeah, they're a dual threat pretty much on offense.
Yeah.
Now, fellas, let me move on to you. I kind of rinse and repeat the same questions to every player that we have on here, so I'm kind of sending your way here too, just so I can pretty much get an idea of y'all's perspective.
Okay.
You guys, you sounded unsure about that. Okay. Don't worry, it's easy. You guys, I noticed y'all out there fighting every single play. You guys are dogs out there, and I love watching you compete. But what stood out to me, I was chatting with Coach Bonner Chilton a couple weeks ago, and he said pretty much there's a main word. Obviously, the view, the brotherhood. But another word that's kind of only said inside this building is focus.
Mm-hmm.
So what are y'all's focus going into each and every game?
I say from week to week, coaches get on me about my eyes, and I say me learning my keys. So I can say, yeah, just me learning my keys and what my focus got to be on during the game. So I can do what they basically taught me to do during practice, put it on field during game time.
I'm gonna piggyback off Micah. It's my eyes, stuff like that. Really, that'd be my main. Make sure I get me one. That'd be what's been going through my head.
Very simple. I like it. Hey, that makes my job a lot easier. So now, you're coming into a game. I know it's a Thursday night. It's kind of weird to have Thursday night games. Does this throw off your rhythm at all? This is pretty much a question for all three of you. Does that throw off your rhythm when it comes to?
So it definitely takes a day of practice away.
Yeah.
So you have to cram a lot of information in a shorter amount of time. So you would try to keep everything pretty much your base offense. For example, on offense, you want to do a lot of your base stuff and not have a bunch of different put-in plays that the kids will have to learn in 2 days span, pretty much. Because tomorrow it's a Thursday practice, which is pretty much a walkthrough over everything you've covered the past 2 days. So yeah, it definitely it's a lot tougher to plan, so to speak, because you have 1 day taken away. That makes sense.
Does it throw you guys off as players at all to have just that 1 day taken away?
I'm gonna be honest. Me come from North Carolina. Yeah, but it's I'm getting the hang of it now. That I've been through it more than once, so it's the learning span is not this. It's kind of cramped. So we stick to basics.
The first one, yeah, but
not right now.
Yeah.
No, so this making me curious now. What do the coaching staff specifically? I'll get to y'all later in a second. What does the coaching staff do on a Friday after a Thursday game?
Pretty much, man. You get the kids in. We probably will lift them, stretch them, and then watch the game film. And then after that, it's planning for the next week. Me personally, I start on the next opponent after the game on Thursday. So yeah, a lot of tagging films are going in and listing plays and things like that, and just kind of prepping for the next week. Because it's a nonstop thing, and hopefully until December. You know how that goes. So we're working on the next opponent after Thursday.
Awesome. Now, what is a normal Friday? Well, it's normal Friday. This is our second Thursday game. But what when we have a Thursday night game, what are y'all doing on Friday as players?
Going out the games.
Going to watch other talent, basically.
Okay. What are y'all just going to watch your friends play? You going to watch future opponents? What y'all?
It's a mixture.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll go watch close friends that we close with. Sometimes we'll go to an opponent's team and watch them.
Honestly, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
That or just staying at home and playing
The game.
the game. Yeah. I like how I don't have to say the name. We just say the game. And we know exactly what we're talking about. Will, this gives me an idea. I know this is going to air me talking to you, but how about, we did a players tournament. Want a coaches tournament too?
In what game?
College football 25.
Bring it on. For real. I get busy too when I get some free time, which isn't much, but when I get some free time, I'll hop on the sticks as well.
I know there's a lot of competition in the game, probably in the coaching staff. Who's probably the best in the building?
I'd say it's probably. Oh yeah. We'll have to set that up.
Nice.
He nearly beat Man.
Oh, we'll have to
He
set
barely beat Man that he choked. But then I can't speak because I did too.
For sure, we'll have to set it up.
I know. That's probably the dumbest questions I've been asking all season, but you know what? I gotta know now, guys. When y'all hop on, y'all play college football 25, right?
Yeah, I can play it.
What's your team of choice? Like, if you're setting up a dynasty right now, what's your team of choice? Bama.
I like
Bama.
I like Bama. or Texas. Texas. I like Arch Manning. I like that. I like that he getting a chance.
You know what? I respect you. I respect it.
Me, I'll say Ohio or OU. Oklahoma.
Ohio State or Ohio Bobcats?
Ohio State. My
Okay.
bad. Right, my bad.
Honestly, if I'm doing a dynasty, I like to go with the lesser teams.
Yeah.
So, like when the game came out, ULM, they weren't as good as they've been playing now, but they were probably one of the bottom teams, and they have a quarterback literally named General Booty. So, like, kind of just added an extra difficulty to it. Haven't won much games with them yet, but
Losing isn't fun.
losing is not
Why
fun.
would you get ULM?
No, because it's part. Football is about adversity, overcoming adversity. So
Yeah.
why not?
But when everybody's playing with the Ohio States, why would you get ULM?
Why would I follow the train? Why would I follow the bandwagon? There's only one other team I'd go with.
Who?
Arkansas.
Yeah, so it's not much better.
Hey, we just beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
That is true.
So,
That is true. I'll give them that.
Yeah. Big time win.
That was a big time win. Honestly, wasn't expecting it to happen.
Neither was I. I was there.
Party
I went to-
when it happened,
I went
though.
to the game. Oh yeah, I went to the game. It was awesome.
You went to the game?
Went to the game.
Dang. I'm jealous. I'm going to the LSU game, though.
I'm thinking about
I gotta
that
go
too
to that
after
one.
that win
Hey,
last week.
hey, if you go,
I'll let you know.
hit me up.
I'll
I'll tailgate with y'all or
Yeah.
something, bro.
I'll let you
Sounds awesome. You know what? I might as well tailgate for games that these guys are playing, too. 'Cause we got some talented athletes here that's only lost a single game, which I know that's, like, not that much of a factor. But these are you guys are just some talented athletes. And I preach it every week to all of our MVPs that we have on the couch here.
Yeah.
But what I love about the brotherhood, one, it's a real brotherhood.
Yeah.
We hold each other accountable around here.
For sure.
But what I especially love about the coaching staff specifically, y'all aren't just building football players. Y'all aren't just building
No.
athletes. You're building young men.
Of course.
And it shows because, like, y'all ain't the first to express this, but y'all are definitely not the last. I can tell you guys are going to grow up and be great, men in the world. So honestly, I commend both of y'all for that because I can tell you, at y'all's age, I probably wasn't going down that route. Not many adults are as mature as y'all are right now. So I applaud y'all for that. And you know what? I'm gonna keep doing it.
Most definitely. I agree with you 100%, man. I mean, as a coach, you're doing a kid a disservice by not trying to prepare him for the world and just making it about football.
Yeah.
First off, kids, they'll never respect you if
Mhm.
all you care about is wins and losses.
Mhm.
So you got to be able to be personable with them, get to know them, and have fun with them.
Yeah.
Try to have fun. I know I do, but I try to have fun.
It
with
looks
them.
fun out there, man.
I try to have fun, but when we're in between the lines, they know when to lock in and get serious too.
Hey, next time I'm out of practice, y'all start doing the sled push drill. I'm a hop in.
Yeah,
I'm a hop in the middle at nose guard. Boom. Pass out from being exhausted 5 seconds later, but it's gonna be worth it. So, guys, thank you guys so much for joining me here on the couch. I know it's kind of a different kind of interview that y'all are probably used to or have received, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
Specifically talking to you two, you guys are super smart and in the know in and outs of football. So thank you guys so much for joining.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Especially you, Coach. I can tell you're probably gonna be a head coach one of these days. I'm not gonna lie. You got
hope so.
you got the heart for it.
Hope so. Hopefully, we're working towards it for sure.
Bet. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here in the Coach's Corner. Let's send it back to historic War Memorial Stadium.
Am I on? on? Yes, I am on. I can't even hear myself. We welcome you into our broadcast booth here at War Memorial Stadium. Another Thursday night game, the second of 3 this season, and another night for Parkview football. I didn't even notice that Parkview only has 4 home games this season. This is the 3rd.
Oh, my.
Yeah, so this season's been going by fast, and we're glad to have you with us here on the Patriots Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. I'm Trip Keeter, and joining me finally on the Parkview Network is my guy Darius Robinson. D-Rob, how you doing?
I'm doing really well tonight, man. It's Thursday night. We're here for some Thursday night football. It's my first time getting to see Parkview this year in person on broadcast, so I'm happy about that.
What happened to our audio? Our audio's gone. I can't hear a thing. It just cut right out. Well, I guess we're still on. We're back to this like it's Maumelle all over again. So a 4-1 Parkview team dominating DeQueen last week, and now a team that DeQueen beat earlier this season. The Hope Bobcats are coming into this game 0-5. So obviously, no one really expects them to win this game, but football's a funny game, so you don't want to just, count out any opponent. So maybe this could be their first win of the season.
A winless team is probably a dangerous team because they, like you said, they have nothing to lose. So
nope.
With Sam Pittman being in the building
Coach
as well,
is here, yeah.
They probably want to show some skills, probably earn a scholarship or something, so you never know.
And speaking about Sam Pittman being here, there's a couple of Patriots who want to show off for him as well, because he obviously has a couple of Razorback commits, Cameron Settles and Quentin Murphy, but also a couple of other highly ranked recruits. Got it back. Thank you, Will. Playing on this field today. I'm not going to name names, but a certain player who's not currently committed to the Razorbacks is wearing hog gear on the field tonight. I'm not going to name names. I ain't going to get nobody's hopes up, but I thought that was just really interesting because he made sure that I saw it too. So they want to show out tonight in front of Coach Pittman.
Oh, yes, sir. He probably did because he know how you feel about these Arkansas Razorbacks. And, good thing about when college coaches come to the game, they have their players who they see, but it's also an opportunity for other guys to showcase what they have. So maybe they could earn them a scholarship as well.
That is true, and you never know. Someone on this field today could end up being a walk-on or even a scholarship player for the Hogs next season. You never know. Games like this are where opportunities arise.
Oh, yeah, big opportunity tonight, and hopefully student athletes seize the opportunity tonight with Coach Sam Pittman being in the building tonight, being on the field tonight, so we'll see how it goes tonight.
It's a beautiful night for football. I was expecting, because, we've had a lot of heat waves coming in and out of the state. We call it the bipolar state in terms of weather here in Arkansas, but the temps have dropped drastically. It was in the lower 80s earlier today, not ideal for football, but now it's getting lower and lower and lower. I haven't checked the temps. We were just out there on the field earlier today as Coach Pittman was walking out. It felt cool and comfortable. That autumn crisp was in the air, so it was perfect for football.
Yeah, this is like week 5 now.
Yeah.
So I expect temperatures to keep dropping because we're getting close to playoff football. And, playoff football, that temperature drop. And I actually looked at the weather for next week. We'll be in the 40s next week.
What?
Yes.
Yes. I'm ready for football weather is jacket weather, coat weather. I know Will's going to have a different opinion on this. I think all sports should be played in the cold. That's when it hits different. That's when it just means more. And if it's going to be cold next week, you and I, we're going to Fayetteville next weekend.
Yeah.
Burr. It's going to be cold. Burr. Yeah. What were you saying, Will? No. So we're Saturday night. The Hogs play on Saturdays. You know that, right? University of Arkansas Razorbacks, the school that I am currently attending for college, are playing the something Tigers from Louisiana.
Right.
So we're going to that game. We already have our tickets, Will. We already have our parking pass, Will. We're going to that ball game next Saturday night. It's a night game.
Right.
6 o'clock kickoff. I know I'm getting way too excited about this, but you know what? Coach Pittman's here. I'm a diehard Hog fan. I'm a Razorback, a University of Arkansas student.
Right. It's only right.
It only just makes sense for me to be excited about this. We got a couple of future Hogs on the field, too. So it only makes sense. And, Coach Pittman, this is all about this. I can't even think of a single game in this stadium that Coach Pittman has lost. I'm trying to think about it. There might have been one, but we beat UAPB earlier this season. Last season, I don't think that Arkansas didn't even play here. Then before that, it was UAPB again. So I think Coach is 2.
No, they played that purple and white school last year.
That's true. Yeah, they played West Carolina.
Yeah, there you go.
100 degrees. We were here. Sweating. We have plenty of stories about how awful that that was, but we're not going to bore you with the details because we want to talk about this game on the field here tonight because honestly, that's what we're here for at the end of the day. I know I talk about Razorbacks and all this stuff, but this is what we're here for tonight, to see the talent on the field, and we don't even see the captains out yet for Parkview, so shut up, Will. I have to keep looking just to make sure, but it's a great night for football. We're 3 minutes to kick off. They're showing highlights and a hype video on the screen right now. It's going to be a great game. And I went to practice the other day.
Yeah.
They were practicing a different kind of trick play. I did not get a yes or a no if we'll see it tonight, nor did I even get the name of it, so I can't even shout it out properly when they run it.
It's the Interstational of Puerto Rico.
We'll think of a name as it happens. It's a great night. I'm surprised that we have a pretty small crowd here tonight. Last week, pretty decent crowd. It was homecoming. And now we have another home game here tonight. It's a Thursday night, granted, which is not often. Normally, it's due to the fact that the Catholic Rockets also have this stadium as their home, and they play a home game tomorrow. So to coexist pretty much with them, we can make up a compromise to play on Thursday nights. Honestly, I kind of like it.
Hey, see, I like that, but listen, at least you get a home game. We finally get our first home game.
I know. I know. Yeah, shout out to the Mills Sports Network where D-Rob and I got our start last year and where D-Rob still resides, and we're going to be meeting up tomorrow pretty much for that game for Mills.
It's a party all weekend for us.
Yeah, so for context, if you haven't followed Mills football, I don't blame you. But they haven't had a home game all season.
Since the benefit game.
You had an away game, another away game, and then 2 bye weeks in a row because Watson Chapel did not want the smoke. And so then y'all finally, you played at Heber Springs last week.
Then we went to Bald Knob before.
Bald Knob, and now finally a home game, and it's not even homecoming.
Coach Reggie Swing come back to the Galaxy, so you know.
Yeah, we were sharing the press box with Coach Swin last season because he was the clock operator and PA announcer for the home games, and now he's the head coach of the Forest City Mustangs. He's doing a pretty good job, but he's coming into that game tomorrow pretty hungry because have they won a game this year? I think Hall beat them last week rather, and they've been first year struggle for Coach Reggie.
Oh yeah, it's like he's slowly but surely changing their program around. Big shout out to him. He's doing some great things down there. The players are brought in, so I'll be looking forward to see their game on tomorrow night.
Now you can finally stop looking at my ugly mug and look at the talent that is on the field on our sideline as our regular team captains are on the field right now. That's Money, Man, Settles, and Ellis on the field here tonight. That's our regular group of team captains. Zion Brown, Contorian Sheatham, and number 73, Big Dom. That is no first name or last name, just Big Dom, number 73 on the roster for Hope.
I'm gonna have to watch him this game. His name on the roster is Big Dom.
Big Dom, yeah, very interesting name.
After graduating, he signed with the Arkansas Razorbacks as the coach Kid Hampton. Rouse played 4 years for the Razorbacks, rushing for 2,887 yards with 39 touchdowns, while sharing the backfield with Gary Boston. In the 1987 season, Rouse ran for 1,004 yards and 17 touchdowns, giving the Razorbacks their first 1,000-yard rusher since Ben Collins in 1978. Rouse was named to the Arkansas All-Decade Team as a running back. He was drafted in the 1990 NFL Draft by the Chicago Bears, where he played 2 years. Let's give a huge welcome to one of Arkansas Razorback greats, James Rex.
All right, gentlemen, let's have a fun time out here like this. Championship all night. We'll some blows, throw the ball call to the referee. Don't leave it on the ground. Pick it up. Give them the nearest official. We're going to put it on, set it again. Make sure your knees are covered. Gloves are going to be on your hands or on the sideline. Can't wear them in the front pocket. Okay? On your hands or just leave them on the sidelines. Make sure those knees are covered. Okay? And let's have a good time out here. I've got a coin. Hope it's going to be your call tonight. Blue is heads, red is tails. Blue is heads, red is tails. Mr. Ralph here is going to flip it. It's your call. Who's calling for me? What's your call? What did he call? He called heads. Let it hit the ground. Yes, sir. All right. It is a heads, and it's your option. What do you want to do? You want the ball. You guys want to kick to the big clock, right? If you'll turn and face the big clock, you guys kick it back.
I'm still on you. Okay, I'm off you. Now you can.
So the Hope Bobcats won the coin toss and elect to receive the opening kickoff. And that's a smart move on their end because they know that Parkview has a really explosive offense, but they also have a very physical presence on the defensive line. So it's going to be a big challenge for Hope tonight to get some points on the board. A team that beat Hope earlier in the season, DeQueen, was here last week, and they barely, I can't even think of a single play where they were crossed the 50-yard line. They struggled to play. They struggled to move the ball, and their only score was from the 49. It was a 51-yard touchdown. So it's going to be a tough night for them. And another show tonight for our Parkview Patriots. As you saw down there, they were wearing, for the first time this season, the red jerseys. That's a very sharp look. They were wearing the black last week. Hope coming onto the field right now, led by their cheer team, spelling out Bobcats with their flags. And here come the defending 5A state champion. 4-1 on the season. The Parkview Patriots are on the field. Running out right in front of Coach Sam Pittman, and he knows he's going to see a show tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show tonight for Sam Pittman here at World Memorial Stadium.
We're ready for some football. I know I am. And there's Coach Pittman. They're showing him on the big board here in the stadium. This is Arkansas's bye week this week after the big win against Tennessee this past Saturday night.
And what a big win that was for the Arkansas Razorback.
I know. That was the biggest win since not the last time, but one of the last times they played Tennessee. That was in 1999, the last time the redemption game was played. And there he is right there on our screen, the head hog himself. He's in the house. Good thing he's not watching the stream. It was the biggest win in Razorback football history in a long time, beating number 4. I can't think of the last time they beat a team that was that highly ranked since LSU in 2007. When the Tigers were ranked number 1, Hogs went into Death Valley and beat them in triple overtime, which was Houston Nutt's final game. Here's Solomon Aguilar. The king himself kicks it away. It's going to be returned from the 11. Ball is dropped, and he picks it up again. Still finds a hole, and he's going to be wrestled down at the 25. So that's where Hope will begin their first drive of the game from the left hash of their own 25.
He's stopped by number 57, Kevin Ellis. At the Bobcat 25-yard line, first and 10, Bobcats.
You're going to see, D-Rod, that we have an addition to our broadcast in terms of audio here in a moment. Here's a pass in and out of the hands. What a hit. That was a clean hit, too, by Man. Reading that pass, there was no way that the intended receiver was going to get any yard from that, and he's quite lucky that he dropped the ball.
Yeah, instant impact right there by Man Robinson right there on the pass breakup.
So second down. Hope wearing their red helmets tonight, but a couple of players down there are wearing their Guardian caps.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it easier to find them. So ball on the 25. And look out, a couple of Patriots jumped that snap and a late hit on the quarterback. Flag on the play. So it's roughing the passer. I don't think he did either. We were supposed to have the ref's mic. We did last week. No, I did not. I did not hear it over the loudspeakers at all, so he must have missed the button. I meant to find him while I was down there to let him know that, like, hey, your voice will be on our broadcast, but Will doesn't have a lick of patience. So new set of downs at their own 40. Hit off down the left side. He's going to be brought down quickly. Amari Scott was the ball carrier, and a phrase I've been saying a lot this season, he was just swarmed by a bunch of Patriots. It's really, really hard when the Patriots are on defense to credit a single player on the tackle for the most part, because a lot of them, just like last year when Mills would have all 11 guys at the ball, Parkview runs something very similar on defense, because they have 3, 4, 5 players just swarming the ball. So it's a multi-man tackle.
Hey, I know Coach Bo, the preach dog, never had to the ball for sure.
So now 2nd down and 13. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to have to run away with it and lose yards out of bounds. That's Austin Courtney, the sophomore quarterback.
And he's every bit of 5'7".
Yes.
He looks shorter than 5'7".
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised that he was the starter, but he's the only quarterback on this Hope roster that is only a quarterback, because we have a quarterback who's also a linebacker and a quarterback who's a wide receiver and a free safety. So, and he's only a sophomore. So now 3rd down and 16. Take the snap quickly, throw it out to the right, and he's going to be swarmed. Ja'Cory Smith that time on the tackle, the linebacker, bringing down Amari Scott. And that'll bring up 4th down and 10. So a good defensive stop there by the Patriots. Bouncing back after the penalty. Now man and Penny be back deep to return the punt. Jermaine Penny returning a punt to the end zone last week. This one's going to be high, and neither of them are going to return it. This one's going to have a huge backspin and be finally downed at the 47.
It had some hang time.
Oh my goodness, yes it did.
At the Parkview 47-yard line, 1st and 10 Patriots.
Chris Amsler, the PA announcer here at War Memorial Stadium. First time we heard him this year. He was the PA announcer who helped us out at the semifinal last year. We had the wrong roster for Camden Fairview, and he slipped us the right one. So the 2 future Hogs in the backfield, as Quentin Murphy and Cameron Settles. Of course, they want to show out for their future coach. Settles takes the handoff, finds a hole up the middle, cuts to his left side, finds the corner, down the sideline, right in front of coach, and he stepped out of bounds. Oh man, at the 7-yard line, I thought he was going to the house.
Man.
What? That would have been a statement. He was running right in front of Coach Pittman, and he almost made it to the end zone.
I got to see that replay.
Yeah, we're going to watch the replay here in this stadium. He had a lot of speed right there. By the time he crossed the 20, he knew, right there.
Yeah.
Quick mishap. He was trying to get away from the Bobcat defense a bit too much. So now 1st and goal from the 7. Murphy hands off to Cameron Settles again. Touchdown, Parkview. 2nd time's a charm. Patriots on the board.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
2 easy runs for Cameron Settles, as he really should have scored in that last play, but a 2-play drive, 53 yards, and now Solomon Aguilar to kick the extra point. Amari and Robinson holding. And he got it. That offensive drive just looked too easy for the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't think David Rover sweat on that one.
No, they're going to go back and take a quick breather. And here's the touchdown play again. Great job by the offensive line as well, just parting the Red Sea for Cameron Settles. And hopefully you can hear the Parkview band through our headsets. We tried to have a mic pointing in their direction, but Steve fell asleep, so he didn't give us one. And we love hearing the Parkview band. It wouldn't be game day without them.
Exactly.
Hope did not bring their marching band tonight. The Queen did last week, and they sounded great. So we'll bring you Parkview's halftime performance here tonight, as we always do. So quick 7-0 lead for Parkview. Only 2 minutes into this ball game. I notice the only song they play when Solomon tees the ball up is Welcome to the Jungle. I wonder if that's his walkout song.
I was just going to say that.
It's a line drive. Look at that. I told you he can kick it to the goal line.
Wow.
Wow. It's not often that you can see a high school kicker do that. Good gracious, Solomon Aguilar. Let's hope his leg doesn't get too tired doing that, because he could honestly just boot that to the end zone every single kickoff. But if he has to do it frequently throughout a game, I can't blame him. So Hope will get the ball at their own 20, right in the middle of the hashes. A quick handoff and nowhere going. Cleveland Lee said, "Get over here," and took him down for a loss of 2. Cleveland, one of the 2 guys who joined me on the Coach's Corner couch a couple days ago. The name for that pregame show always changes every single week. Soon it's going to be called, we went from Coach's Corner, Coach's Couch, Coach's Show. Soon it's going to be Bolding's Buddies or something like that. Second down and 13. Courtney's going to throw this time. Look out. He had no time to throw. Kevin Ellis almost got a pick, but it went right in and out of his hands. It doesn't matter. It was going to be 3rd and long anyway.
That was a great job by Noah Cheatham, the Hope receiver, playing defense right there.
Right. So now 3rd down and long. Kevin would have had 6 points had he caught that football. He was in stride. It's hard to give him a hard time just because of that. He has a lot of stickers on his helmet for a reason. High snap that time. Courtney has no time to throw, and it just goes out of bounds. As you could tell, he had to rush that pass as he was surrounded by red jerseys. So now it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, he's going to have to get that ball out quick.
So now Penny and Robinson back deep to return. Jermaine, every time he makes a play, he laughs at me every time he gets a highlight. This one's a lower punt. Jermaine's saying nobody get near it, as this one's going to be downed in Hope territory at the 49. So Parkview has really good field position to start their 2nd drive of the game. I'm glad to have you with us here on the Patriots Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. Another Thursday night edition of Parkview High School football. It's a beautiful Thursday night. It's a new drive for the Patriots. This time Q's going to throw, and it's batted down. Jamarian Daniels that time on the deflection.
Second and 10.
No, that was Christian Matlock, the running back and defensive end. Looks like Q has Elson and Settles in the gun alongside him. He's going to throw a quick screen to man-man. Amarian bobbled it and is only going to gain a yard.
Pass is complete to Amarian Robinson. He's stopped immediately by number 7, Kentorian Cheatham.
They call it incomplete.
And they did.
Christian pass is incomplete.
So he dropped the foot. From our angle, it looked like he might have bobbled it. But now it's 3rd down and 10. Let's see if they can bounce back here.
Here we go.
With the same lineup. Now Q has to throw it away quickly as he had a man coming to him. And here's Jace White making some moves at the 20, still on his feet, breaking a couple tackles, dragging some Bobcats with him inside the 15, down at the 14. Wow.
That was a great run out the catch right there by Jace White.
After making his way to the Bobcat 14-yard line.
Holy cow, Jace White. He's one of those guys that you don't want to sleep on because, my goodness, I've been talking about this a couple of times throughout the season, but it's easy to look at this Parkview team and instantly point out money and man-man. But there's talent like Jace White, Jermaine Penny as well, making plays out here. Here's Settles up the middle, shaking and baking, lowering his shoulder over the goal line. Touchdown, Parkview!
Yes, sir. That's what you call a strong, hard run right there.
And that's a Razorback if I've ever seen one. 13-0 quickly for Parkview. Here's another PAT attempt by Solomon Aguilar. And it is good. Solomon has been nearly perfect this entire season, only missing 2 kicks all year long. Everything else from field goals to extra points has been fantastic. Look at these great blocks again by the offensive line for Parkview, and then just let Cameron Settles do all the work. He is not afraid to lower his shoulder and run you over. My goodness, what a strong play. A team play that time by the Patriots.
Yeah, that Hope defender was holding on for dear life right there.
he was almost just kind of sitting down on the field. He's like, I don't want to get on a hardest hits compilation tonight. So. There we go. That sounds much better. I hope we don't mind if I adjust my own audio. I'm trying to sound good. I don't want to peak too much. So here we go. Quick 14-0 lead. I was told that once the lead, if the lead gets to 28 points, the starters will be pulled. So we'll see some younger, more inexperienced guys. If the Patriots can keep this momentum up. This is going to be a return from the 2. Look out, he finds a hole down the left side. There's going to be a flag thrown. He was throwing some stiff arms there on that carry, but we're going to see what this might be a holding penalty or a block in the back, and hopefully the white hat turns his mic on this time. Because you got to hear this, D-Rob. It sounds fantastic.
We got a block in the back on the receiving team. That penalty will be marked half the distance to the goal. First down.
You have the voice of gold, my friend. Please throw more flags.
That was nice.
That was nice.
Listen, we'll get these new toys, and we'll get these new toys.
You
should have.
Oh my gosh, the face me and Will had the first time we heard that last week. We were just like, oh man, like a child on Christmas. So this pass is incomplete. Hope starting their drive from their own 8-yard line, from the shadow of their own goalpost. So not an easy situation you want to be when you're facing an explosive defensive line like Parkview's. These guys get in the backfield quick.
I don't know. If the receiver would have caught the ball, he probably got picked up at least 5 yards right there because he had some green in front of him.
Let's watch this defensive line closely because I want to give them some shout-outs. Here's a high snap. He's going to throw it quickly to nobody. That's what you got to do when you have that good of a defensive line, D-Rob, because they're charging at you every single play. So what do you do in that situation, Mr. Quarterback?
Nothing.
3rd down and 10.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This Mr. Courtney, Austin Courtney, he actually got a decent arm.
He does have a good arm. It's not necessarily his fault that he has to throw it away though.
Listen,
Because he's almost got no time back there.
and he's like 5'7" too.
And he's
so-
a sophomore. He's going to be good.
And it's probably the best defense he ever seen.
Probably. And now,
Delay game. Timeout.
timeout quickly right before they can be called for a delay of game. So now here you are, D-Rob. I'm going to pick your brain a little bit about this because you're 0-5 coming into this game. You're playing arguably the best opponent that you'll see all season or probably ever. And now here you are in this situation at your own 8-yard line. What do you do? Because this defensive line for Parkview, they're just scary out there. They're terrifying. What do you do?
I feel like for this whole team, they doing what they can do now. They have yet to run the ball though. I don't kind of blame them because this is a big Parkview D line here, but you got to make your quarterback comfortable. You got to get him in a rhythm. Get him on a couple of like bootleg throws. Get him throwing on the run versus have him sitting in the pocket. Can't have him being a sitting duck back there in that pocket.
No. During our halftime show, I will grab some stats for you, my friend, as we have one of our Parkview coaches has been gracious enough to send us over to email us some team stats for us to look over. I'm going to bug him about it at halftime. You're on 3rd down and 10. He's going to throw it quickly, and that's going to lose some yards. No, it was incomplete. And Kevin Ellis landing a hit stick on that play, not letting him catch the ball. Holy cow.
Like I said, he's getting the ball like quick, but I like to see them get him on the perimeter, throwing that ball on the run, a couple bootlegs, couple flood routes, out routes, get him comfortable.
Yes, absolutely. They're going to quickly punt it away. This time it's only Penny who's going to take it off the bounce. Look out, he's got the speed to take it to the house, and he will! The 2nd week in a row that Jermaine Penny takes a punt to the house.
Hey, that was nice, but that was even a great job by Mr. Cameron Settles shield blocking versus blocking in the back.
Was there something about him returning a punt to the end zone that gets people to stare at me every time I make the call?
I mean, that's what you call a great call.
And what's even funnier, he gets on to me for being too loud when I call his touchdowns because he's like, I've never heard a man get so loud and so high pitched in his life. There's the extra point by Salim Nagular. We're not even halfway into this first quarter, 21-0. These starters, these seniors are going to see a quick shower at halftime if this keeps up.
Listen, but that's how you build your depth, though. Once you get big leads like this, your players who haven't played that much during the season, you get to see what they get to do.
Yes.
And especially with playoff time getting closer, too, you never know. You might not need to do the playoffs.
Absolutely. Coach Juan Perez will bless us with some stats here at halftime. As he's right there next to us at the booth to our left. You got to be a smart man to keep up with team stats.
What you said.
Which is why I can't do that. I'm glad I don't. It's a weirdly quiet night here at War Memorial Stadium. There's fans here in the stands, Kind of. Very small for a Parkview crowd. And
Listen,
there's almost no.
it's a small crowd, but these Parkview Patriots fans, they very loud, and they gonna always show they school pride with anything involving these Parkview Patriots.
Just wait till we get to the playoffs. He's reversing his field, and he's going to be taken down behind the 10. He should have just kept running that time. He was trying to get away. I can understand it's really scary to see a couple of Parkview Patriots running straight for you. So they're going to mark it at the 10-yard line for another drive here for hope. So here we go. We got a man in motion. They'll give it to him. And he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield. He might be down at the 1. We're going to see where they mark it. It's going to be marked at the 2-yard line. That is an 8-yard loss on the run. Wow.
I kind of knew that ain't going to work. You can't run just with that D-line gains, that penetration like that.
Wow, we had Micah Johnson get back there. He made the first contact. There's also Billy Moore back there as well. They were just swarming him down there. So now 2nd down and long from their own 3-yard line. Gonna have to try to quickly throw it out to the left. Nothing doing.
I like what he's doing. Back shoulder throw right there. You just got to keep it in bounds a little bit. That's not a bad throw right there.
So now 3rd down and long. I initially saw them mark it at the 2, but instead the ball is spotted at the 3. Courtney is in his own end zone. That's where he'll take the snap and take the safety. Oh. That is 2 points for the Parkview Patriots, as he had nowhere to go. He wasn't just stuck on an island back there.
He got crushed.
My goodness, he had nowhere to go. And now Parkview leads 23-0. Let's look at this instant replay here. Let's see who was back there. Everybody. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That hit by Micah Johnson. Wow. I don't think he meant to hit him that hard, but holy cow. Billy Moore was back there.
I'm sorry, good sir. I didn't mean to hit you that hard.
Cleveland Lee got there as well. This is a strong defensive line. I don't think they have a wrestling program at Parkview, but they dominate. Not many people know that wrestling is a good way to make you a great football player. I'm not talking WWE. I mean like Olympic wrestling. So now, this is unique. We don't often see a safety in high school football.
What do you see?
Not a safety. It's so unusual that both teams don't seem to know what to do here. They might be looking for the right football to punt it away, but the official has it down there in the middle. So now Joshua Ramos.
He go kick it off the ground?
Yeah, he's going to line it up as if it was like an onside kick. Normally it'd be like a punt. And now it's going to be a low kick. Hope's going to try to get it, and they won't. A Patriot fell on top of it. And it looks like, yep, that was Ja'Cory Smith who fell on top of the football.
Oh,
I couldn't see from our broadcast camera. It was way zoomed out.
I couldn't say what I want to say right there.
Okay, tell me. Valid question. Anyway, so now 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 32. There is pretty much no wind in the air tonight, and it's very, very cool.
I can't feel.
There's Murphy throwing out to his left side. Kyrick Fulks on the carry, breaking tackles, rumbling down to the 8-yard line.
Nice pitch and catch right there.
I mean, my goodness, he was swarmed, and he still kept his legs churning. As I'm looking at the in-stadium replay, throwing a stiff arm, shaking guys off his shoulders. My goodness. He was a freight train on that one. So now 1st and goal. It's Dak Crosby, the running back here, alongside Murphy. Quentin's going to throw it to man. Oh, he almost mossed somebody. But it was just too tall for him. 9 times out of 10, man makes that catch. But it looks like he was a bit late at the spot where he was supposed to be at running that route. It didn't look like he was running full speed either.
At all.
2nd and goal. A high snap. Murphy's going to have to pick it up and make something out of it. Quentin Murphy down the left side, gets a block, gaining some yards, and getting into the end zone. Are you kidding me? No signal yet. Touchdown, Parkview. What just happened?
Like, that was
Quentin Murphy.
Dude, that was a crazy play. That's like Lamar Jackson played for last week.
Looking at this, holy cow, that's what a great quarterback looks like. That ball flew backwards 20 yards. Murphy picked it up and took it to the house. And he was still carrying guys on his shoulders crossing the goal line.
Right.
My goodness.
Listen, he stiff armed that dude from 5 yards out all the way to the end zone.
I'm at a loss for words. Solomon Aguilar nails the extra point, 30-0. We're still 5.5 minutes left in the 1st quarter. My goodness gracious. I mean, we might as well get the clock to run. Look at this. Rolls all the way back to the 23. Murphy picks it up somehow in stride. Gets a great block that time. That was almost like a flawless kind of block. Look at him just get off of me. Carrying him in.
Did help them up.
I couldn't get a good view of who that was on the block. That might have been Kyrick Fulks, who was just getting in the way. All he did was have to stand there, and that gave Murphy some extra room. My goodness gracious. When you think you've seen it all, something else crazy happens. Holy cow. I am so happy he's going to be a hog.
Oh, my gosh.
Shut up. Here's Aguilar again. Boom. Shorter one this time. Going to be returned from the 12. He was swallowed up. My goodness. Raiden Parson that time. He's a sophomore. He's not someone we've seen quite often this season, but Parson making a good tackle. So now we might see a completely different defense on the field, and looks like we are.
That's what it looks
I
like.
was told if we get to a 28-point lead, the starters will sit.
Ball don't lie.
And now it's a 30-point lead.
Ball
Starters
do not lie.
sit. See what the fresh blood can do here for the Patriots. Courtney's going to take a high snap, a quick screen to the right. That was a great catch. Wow. That's Zion Brown.
One hand.
One-hander.
He's stopped by Elijah Jones.
So Elijah Jones credited that time with the tackle for loss. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 12 from the 22. A lot of twos on the bottom of the scoreboard down there in the stadium.
2nd down, 12 to go on the 22.
And Hope has 2 timeouts left. It's the magic number and a flag.
False start.
Unmute that mic, Will.
Offsides.
Here's the call.
For the snap, encroachment on the defense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That is nice.
So the penalty is on Parkview. Not something we expected. I thought it was going to be a false start, but instead, I guess inexperience gets the best of you sometimes.
He called it on the corner.
Now, 2nd down and 7. Corney takes a snap, a quick pitch out to the left. Gave it to Cheatham that time, and he's got nowhere to go.
He's stopped by number 42, Brandon Collier.
So Brandon Collier that time credited with the stop. I think I called him Collier last week, so I think I messed up.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I was questioning myself after I said it last week, too. I was like, wait a minute. What am I saying? It's 3rd down and 4 after the 3-yard gain. Wants to throw this time. Now he's got, oh, my goodness. He was just eaten alive that time by Jeremy Edwards. Wow.
Austin Courtney is brought down the backfield.
Another loss on the play.
By number 52, Jeremy Edwards.
If he would have kept stepping up and just kept going,
Yep.
he stopped.
So now it's 4th and 9. Man and Penny are back on the field to return the punt. Line drive. Penny's going to take it again. Look out. Running to his left. Flag comes flying from the far side. Jermaine Penny all the way, and he might have stepped out of bounds. I don't know. There's no signal yet from the official. Touchdown Parkview, but we got to check this penalty.
Listen, the referee threw that flag at like 20 yards.
He did not want that flag in his pocket anymore. We should get a highlight of that instead. It's a holding. Oh! So it's against the Patriots. The touchdown will not count. If the play stood, then that would have been really cool. Well, a great idea, though, by the band. I stuck around after we recorded our coaches' show the other day just to listen to them practice. And they sound great.
If you was in a band, what instrument would you play? The triangle?
I was going to say a percussion instrument, but not that. I do love the drum line, so I'd be somewhere in there.
Tripp's going to be one of those bass drummers who's drum line.
Yeah. You got to love the drum.
I don't know what he's talking about, but I don't think I want to know. Anyway, 1st and 10 for Parkview. Here's Elston. Makes a man miss, trying to find a hole. He had some great blocks there upfield, and he just was leading the charge that time. I guess they're going to keep money on the field because we didn't really. He's not an offensive weapon that we see often because, like I said, it's really, really easy to overlook the rest of the athletes on offense for this Parkview team. You want to look for money, you want to look for man, but you hardly see Monterio get the ball until rare moments like this. Here he is at running back. Or if he fakes the handoff, he's going to throw it to his right side to Conway. He gets the 1st down. He was hit as he was going down. Jermaine Conway that time, the tight end.
Nice tight end slip right there.
Yeah. Marked down at the 15. Murphy claps his hands, seeing who on the Hope side will jump. High snap. Gives to Elson.
Oh, nice
Monterio
jump
makes a cut, trying to race to the pylon, and he gets there. You're not going to catch me. Touchdown, Parkview.
Hey.
The bank is open on a Thursday night.
Yes, sir. We cashing in.
Cha-ching. This is still the first quarter. Goodness gracious. We might as well just run the clock now. Just get it started.
Be nice. Be nice.
There's Solomon Aguilar again. Look out. That was almost blocked.
Listen, they getting closer and closer on these blocks.
They're trying to get there.
I think number 29, he's getting closer. Mr. Christian Matlock,
yeah.
He's getting closer and closer every time.
He's a running back. And where to go? A defensive end.
No wonder he coming off the edge like that.
He's explosive out there. My goodness gracious. We appreciate each and every one of you for joining us here on the broadcast. We got quite a few fans of yours in the chat, D-Rob.
Oh, yeah? Let me
and of
check it
course,
out.
he's only the best game analyst that we have on Natural State Sports. And probably the best commentator, if that.
No way. It's you.
No. That's a big lie.
Man, shout out to everybody who shouted me out in the chat, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love.
We have another game going on within our Natural State Sports family of broadcasts. Let's check on them right now. Maumelle.
It wasn't pulling
Well,
up.
I don't think it's live anymore. Something happened.
Last time I checked, it was 3-0. 3-0
Maumelle Hornets, a team who was crushed by Parkview earlier this year, currently facing a team who didn't want to be crushed by Mills earlier, Watson Chapel.
Oh, shots fired.
They didn't want the smoke, I ain't afraid to say. Here's Aguilar, booting it away. And they're going to let it roll into the end zone. That was a great kick. Landed at the 3, just rolled the rest of the way. Coach Pittman might be looking at him saying, hey, I might want to bring him on as well.
I mean, Tripp, we'll go get you a Scally, man.
I'm not good enough. No. Well, look who's here again. Second week in a row he's here in the stadium. I don't get to say hi to him. Steve Solomon's here tonight. Old Sully. I call him the Silver Fox. One of my old friends who was gracious enough to show me around the KATV studios way back in the day. Here's a great run up the middle.
Hey, that's the first positive sign we got by the Hope Bobcats.
Amari Scott that time.
Handoff goes to Amari Scott. He's tripped up by number
There's a side-by-side picture somewhere on my Facebook of me and Sully.
7-yard line.
And he was showing me at KATV back in, I think it was 2012. And then recently, a couple months ago at the Buzz.
I seen.
A full circle moment.
I got a little older.
Second down and 3. A high snap that time, and Courtney loses the football. He's not Bo Nix. That was ruled a fumble that time. That went backwards. Who's got it? Parkview's saying they have it, and they do. Wow. I think I'm getting some fans from Hope's broadcast team. They keep looking at me like, hey.
Hey, man. Hey, man, listen, you inspiring people, man.
No. Yeah, he didn't have a good handle on the football. That was a high snap. He was trying to quickly get the ball away as quick as he could. And my goodness, you got to just feel bad for him on that one. Good job by Jeremy Edwards, though, to help him back on his feet, because you could tell his heart was hurting from that one. He's kicking himself on the sideline for that. But he's got a bright future as a quarterback. I'm just going to say it. He's showing the tremendous talent he's got.
Yeah, he go hit a growth spurt and everything. Hey.
Here's our man, E-Man, Emmanuel Bunting, in a quarterback alongside Jack Crosby. And a flag. It's going to be a delay of game.
Offense, 5 yards, first down.
That sounds like I'm sitting at home in my living room.
I know, right? It sounds so good. That needs to be commonplace. I got you. That's going to be commonplace in high school press box. I know we're in like a college stadium, but here's Bunting again. He's going to quickly run it away as, my goodness. The Hope defensive line was not messing around that time.
They got home.
They got way back there. Now we're going to see how...
It was Big Dom.
Was it?
Yeah.
Number 73, Big Dom.
Big Dom.
I love... We got our roster our hope roster from Max Preps, and they didn't give him a first and last name unless his first name big, last name dumb. That'd be amazing. 2nd down and 24. Quick handoff to Crosby. Up the middle. Wow, what a block. That was Travis Worsham with the pancake that time as Crosby was right behind him. So now going to be a 3rd and long situation here. Bunting, despite being the backup, he plays like a starter. He's just that good.
Oh, yeah, they molded him to be the next guy up.
He had to fill in for Murphy at Hot Springs a couple of weeks ago, and you can tell he hadn't found his rhythm yet, but by the time he got it, he was cooking. And now a break as the first quarter comes to an end. 37-0 is our score. We'll be right back with more here in the Patriots Sports Network.
Let them experience captivating research opportunities. Let them experience more hands-on opportunities with new technology. Let them experience cutting-edge career pathways. Let them experience creativity and expression through the arts. Let them experience more opportunities to innovate and compete regionally and nationally. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart.
Hello, gorgeous, and welcome back to the Patriots Sports Network. I'm Trip Keeter alongside Darius Robinson. Glad to have you with us. B says, y'all aren't beating Camden Fairview. We will see, my friend. We will see in a couple weeks. I believe that's the final game of the regular season. And if you look at the score,
They probably have to bring me back for that game.
here's Bunting on the first play of the second quarter. A quick pass and a quick score. Touchdown, Parkview. Elliott bumpers that time. Nobody around him. An untouched yak touchdown.
Yak 'em.
Yak. Quick 6
Oh, you speaking
by number 6.
My boy, you speaking your Russian, boy. Yak 'em. You speaking your Russian, my boy. You been taking your Russian classes. I hear you. Yak 'em.
I'm not. You could tell it's just what kind of game it is. We're just losing our minds up here.
Steve and Will don't know what they have done.
No.
When they ask me to come do this game with you, they don't know what they have done.
We have another Thursday game too. I really, really hope they bring you back for this. 'Cause, oh my goodness, this is fun.
We haven't been together since Mills basketball season.
Yeah, since Farmington up in Northwest Arkansas.
Hey Chad, when I seen Trip today, we went on the field. I told him the boys are back in town.
Long overdue, I must say.
Oh yeah.
And it's long overdue, if you haven't done already, to subscribe to the Patriots Sports Network and all of our Natural State Sports family of channels from Ma Mel Mills, Sylvan Hills, and Joe T. Robinson, and more coming soon.
Talk your noise.
We want to get to 1,000 subscribers for this Patriots Sports Network by the end of the regular season.
Where y'all saying that?
And we are at 633. So we can get there.
You can do it.
You can do it. It's a good movie.
What you said?
We're getting stupid up here.
I like football.
H2O. Here's Aguilar, a man who's had plenty of H2O in his system to boot the ball a mile. It looks like he's barely trying with most of those kicks. He can just boot it away.
They running the clock.
Indeed they are, wow. I didn't see any coaches meet during the break between quarters. Normally this would happen in the second half, you know? If there's an agreement between the coaches, but I guess they're deciding to go with it early. We'll try to resync our broadcast clock. It's not the official clock, by the way. I remember there's been some people complaining about our clock saying 0, but there's still play going on in the court or on the field. So just so you know, this is a unofficial, or we make it as accurate as possible. And now Will's got it on the money right now. Money. Look out! Courtney had to throw that one quickly. Holy cow. Bryson Casey was charging like a mad bull. And now there's a flag not even near the backfield. And they're going to wave it off.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So no penalty. I'm not sure why it was initially thrown. It was a good job that time by Casey because he hit him as the ball was still leaving his hands. That was a clean hit.
Listen, Courtney might have to take an ice bath on the bus tonight.
Oh, my goodness. We wrapped in ice packs on the way home. So the Patriots take a timeout. Interesting. So mostly on defense, this is some fresh blood on the field. I know we had Montario Elston still on offense. But naturally, you're going to want your senior, one of your seniors, to get some playing time.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, they don't give him the football enough. It feels like only 2 or 3 plays, he'll still score, but they only give him the football a few times.
Because he's your home run hitter.
Yes. And that's why I just say it so many times. You can't just overlook all 11 guys on the field for Parkview because they're all just equally as talented and as good.
Yeah, and I was watching that Melissa game, and he was the game changer for that game.
He was.
He was the game changer.
He absolutely was. And ever since then, it's all eyes have been on 1, all eyes have been on 2. But that's just opened the floodgates for everybody else. Now, 2nd down and 10 from their own 18. Courtney's going to have to roll it out to his left. Finally fires, almost picked off, but Noah Cheatham has the football and then some. A huge gain on that play, and he's down at the 35.
Hey, man, they need to go and give me a coaching hat and my coaching shirt. I said, get him out on that perimeter and throw that ball on the run.
Yes.
Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. He's a fast quarterback, too.
It was almost picked off, though.
It was almost picked off, but it was a good catch that time by Cheatham. Clock continues to roll here.
I'm going to start calling plays in a minute.
That's what I'm trying to do tomorrow at the Galaxy, bro. I've been trying to get Ricky Hicks and Greg Hunter to give me a headset or something. Let me call a play or two. Here's a new set of downs. Something going to hand it off and nowhere to go. Listen. As you saw nothing but 95 on that one. Donald Lee was one of the defensive linemen leading the charge on that tackle. Another big group tackle. I'm telling you, D-Rob, it's so many guys. It's hardly ever just one tackler on the play. So, it's impossible as a play-by-play guy to give credit to everybody. I'm seeing Big 52 in there as well. Jeremy Edwards also in on the tackle on the replay.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Yes. I'm very interested to see what the team stats are going to be from Coach Perez. Now, quick out route, nowhere.
It's a fumble.
That's a fumble. The ball is live. No whistle was blown, and now we've got a scoop and score for the Patriots. Raiden Parson gets his first touchdown of the season. That's a heads-up play right there. Play till the whistle.
And he's the only one in the other Parkview Patriots that reacted to that.
He was charging at the football. Everyone thought it was a forward pass, but no. It went like a yard backwards, and then Parson picked it up and scored. It's
now
50-0. This is a video game right now.
50 please.
This is a video game kind of numbers. Now, I'm curious to see what the final score is going to be, because clearly you want to have some sportsmanship and just let the clock run out, but also you want your younger guys to get some playing time. So maybe it'll be like an Arkansas UAPB situation where the younger players, the freshmen, they get on the field and they score, inadvertently upsetting some fans. by, running up the score. You don't. What's up, Will? Okay. Here's the instant replay. Nobody was getting to Parson. He is a sophomore, 5'10", 190 pounds.
That's going to be something he remember.
Oh, yes. That's a core memory right there.
Yeah, first tutty.
Something you never forget.
Yeah.
Something that I don't remember.
I remember my first tutty, man. It was a fade ball versus Pulaski Academy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Former Dollarway Cardinal in the booth tonight for a team that, a school that no longer exists, unfortunately. Am I wrong for saying that?
Watch your mouth.
I might not be leaving this press box alive, y'all. Here's Aguilar again. That one gets to the 1.5 and goes to the end zone.
It had a
51-0. This is this is just video game numbers, really. This is like one of those, those videos you see when a team loses a big game, a fan's got to blow off some steam and score like 200 points. This is what it's looking like right now.
Yeah, it just reminds me of Dollarway and Heber Springs.
Another blowout?
Exactly.
I can't even be mad at that.
I had to get my get back, chat.
I have nothing to back up, dude. So look at that. That was a well-covered play that time.
It was.
Number 25, Malachi Young. At least my school still exists.
But he said, I know you work with one of mine. Oh, snap.
Oh, my goodness. All of a sudden, Ma Mel's leading 36-0 over Watson Chapel. A couple of Thursday night blowouts. There's a run to the left side by Scott.
Ooh.
And he loses the football, but they're going to... A whistle was blown before that. I think he wasn't down. I don't think he was down by the time the ball came out, so it might be... So it is going to be, he is going to be marked down. Going to be third down for Hope. See if I can get a view of the play again, because that's a close one. It's hard to see. It's really, really hard to see. We didn't have a good angle on it on our broadcast. Courtney again, throw to the left side, in and out of the hands. Just bouncing out of Elijah Jones' hands. So now it's 4th and 15 again for the Bobcats. There's only been, I want to say, 2 plays where they've gained yards tonight. I gotta say, Coach Pittman chose a great showcase for Parkview to attend tonight.
Oh, most definitely.
Here's another punt. This one was almost blocked. Jeremy Edwards was getting there. And now they're going to run the reverse. Penny tosses it to man-man. Robinson down the far sideline, breaking a tackle, making a man miss, still finding a hole. He's finally going to be wrapped down at the 9-yard line.
He didn't have to break Big Dumb like that.
Wow, that was a touchdown-saving tackle, and now he's slow to get up. This man was a little bit shaken up after that one, but he's still quick to jog off to the sideline. Hopefully, he's just more upset they didn't score. Because ever since that pass went way over his head, when he wasn't running full speed on his route, he wants to get in the end zone. So I assume that's why they ran that reverse. So now here we go. Emmanuel Bunting back in at quarterback. Marcus Barnes alongside him. Bunting throws, finds a man, and he finds the end zone again. Flag on the play. Jaden Jackson into the end zone. That flag wasn't close to where he was.
Maybe offensive pass interference?
Possibly. We'll see. Because that flag came out of the back of the end zone. The officials are going to discuss it for a little bit. The flag rests at the goal line.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards from the previous spot. First down.
So an offensive holding penalty takes away a touchdown for Jackson, the tight end. And now here we go. First and long. I'm going to hand it off. Finds a hole, gets some great blocks to the end zone. Touchdown, Parkview. Marcus Barnes with his second touchdown of his career.
Marcus Barnes,
57-0 now.
Patriots.
I mean, do we have to play the second half?
Yes.
Can
They put me in the game.
can we? Can we just pack up and go home early?
Warm up, D-Rob.
Here's Aguilar. He's been perfect tonight. And that's no surprise.
Making the score, Patriots 58, Bobcats 0.
Look at this instant replay here. Look at that. This kid is fast.
That was a
wow. I mean, Marcus Barnes, he is a sophomore. He's a tiny guy, too. 5'7". Honestly, short running backs need to be the norm because they're harder to catch if they're that fast as Marcus is. This kid's got a bright future ahead of him. My goodness. He's going to be a valuable offensive weapon. He might be a starter as soon as next season, to be quite honest with you. He's good.
Tony Tiger, he's great. Hey, man, have you had your Pazuki, man?
Legally, I cannot. Will's got to work on that. It's been stolen by one Steve Henson, and he's never given it back ever since. I don't know if I can even say it anymore.
He owe you the copyright.
Yes, he does. I need some royalties.
Nice kick.
Another good kick by Aguilar. You could tell his leg's getting a bit tired because he had to kick it a lot. Oh, my goodness. A couple of huge hits that time. Jaden McMillan running over a blocker. And who was that on the tackle? It was just a...
They said he knocked this stuff loose.
Raiden Parson, I believe, was on the tackle officially. Look at that. Boom. A boom pow right there. That was... I think was that Dak Crosby who was also in there on the tackle? Did I see that right? He's only listed as a running back, so I'd be surprised if he was out there on kickoff team.
I say this next cycle, the Hope Bobcats might go to 4A after this year.
Well, it really depends on enrollment, student enrollment.
Yeah.
It's not like English soccer. The handoff to the left side. Another swarming tackle by the Patriots defense, getting every bit of Amari Scott that time. We're going to have a lot to talk about during the halftime show, D-Rob.
Oh, yeah?
A lot to talk about. I'm going to get with Coach Perez, see if we can get some team stats for us. We're going to have a lot to read.
He get a touchdown. He get a touchdown. He get a touchdown. He get a touchdown.
Oprah is here. So now ball at the 11-yard line. 2nd and 14. Another handoff to Scott. He's losing yards. And he still gets some yardage on that one, using his speed to his advantage. Amari Scott, wow.
Stretch your stuff, my boy.
He was almost tackled at the 5, and instead, it was a big gain that time. Gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 8 from their own 17. And they're pretty much showing any trick play in the book right now to see if they can take advantage of this young Parkview defense. Here's Courtney looking to throw, losing time, and slides at the line of scrimmage.
You give your player a chance. I ain't mad at the slide, but you got to give him a chance.
That's going to be 4th down. I'm going to credit Elijah Jones with the stop. What are you doing?
Hey, man, checking the weather.
What is happening up here? This is the most unprofessional broadcast in Natural State sports history. Although it is nice to have fun every once in a while. That was a good punt, too. My goodness. Who was that? That was Kentorian Cheatham that time.
Listen, you know, come on now. You know we do numbers, man.
I'll bring you the performance by the Parkview Marching Band here in a minute or so. As I haven't even looked at the clock for a while. We're under a minute to go here before halftime.
Run that clock. Lose the referee saying.
The clock will roll with 50 seconds and counting. Emmanuel Bunting alongside Marcus Barnes in the gun, and it looks like
hey, run that clock during timeout.
No, yeah, they're not going to let the clock run that much, as Hope wanted a timeout. Interesting. So now 41 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Parkview leads. That's mine. What are you doing?
You have been summoned.
It's funny that the most recent comment that I'm seeing, y'all aren't beating Camden Fairview. Are you sure about that?
He said it, Will. He said it. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Like, I'm not going to lie. They put up a good fight last year at the semifinals.
We was there.
We was there.
We called that game.
We were.
Right after we got beat.
But it's going to be a battle down there. It's going to be the final game of the regular season, as far as I know. So we'll see. Here's Barnes up the middle. Only going to gain 3. All right, B. I'll be looking for you at the Camden Fairview game then. In the chat. Keep that same energy. That's all I'm going to say. Bring that same noise.
As Mark Ingram say, meet me outside the bank.
So that'll do it. As both teams will just go ahead and head to their locker rooms. The biggest lead of the season for Parkview, and it's only halftime. 58-0 is our halftime score here at War Memorial Stadium. We will bring you the Parkview Patriot Marching Band here in a moment, right here on Natural State Sports.
Let them experience captivating research opportunities. Let them experience more hands-on opportunities with new technology. Let them experience cutting-edge career pathways. Let them experience creativity and expression through the arts. Let them experience more opportunities to innovate and compete regionally and nationally. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
Let them experience captivating research opportunities. Let them experience more hands-on opportunities with new technology. Let them experience cutting-edge career pathways. Let them experience creativity and expression through the arts. Let them experience more opportunities to innovate and compete regionally and nationally. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
Let them experience passions through extracurriculars. Let them experience teamwork, discipline, and resilience through sports. Let them experience leadership and service to community. Let them experience on-the-job training through internships and job shadowing. Let them experience the excitement of performing through drama and dance. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart.
And we welcome you back in to our broadcast booth here at War Memorial Stadium. Alongside Darius Robinson, I'm Trev Keeter, our studio producer and engineer. Guy doing everything up here, Will Watkins.
OG Will.
Yeah, working his tail off like he does every single week and saving broadcasts of other networks at the same time while also producing for us. So he puts in the work. You know who else is putting in the work tonight? Parkview, as they lead. Let me look again. 58-0. That is a final score for many blowouts, but that's the halftime score. So now it begs the question, what do you do from here? Because you don't want to run the score up, but you also exclusively want to give your young guys playing time. So as a former quarterback and somewhat of a coach-minded man yourself, what would you think we should do here?
I'm going to tell you like this. It's really not up to Parkview to run up the score. It's really up to Hope because they have to tackle first. If they don't tackle, all we can do is get in the end zone. But as far as Parkview, I would like to see them get these young guys in and get some depth here. Get some of these young guys some burn, man, see what they can do. Like we said, you never know. You might need them guys in a playoff game.
Yeah.
Any time, next man up moment. So I like to see these guys, man, consistent running the ball. We have ran the ball really well tonight with Cam Settles and Marcus Barnes and Elston. So, all let's see us put in the air a little bit, too. Not too much, not to showcase anything, but nothing we did tonight has been broken, so don't fix it.
We've got some more weapons on offense, too. Mostly some younger guys. It's easy to tell that the best freshmen are here dressed out tonight. This is a very deep Parkview roster. I was told a moment ago that Hope tonight only dressed out 28 players. That is a small football team, especially for 5A, so it's a really, really tough situation.
They picked the wrong night to dress out 28 people.
Yeah, that is for sure.
They should have brought the whole student body.
Oh, my goodness. So both teams are back on the field. Let's get back to the field. Let's head it down there right now. That was delayed, but kind of cool. Thanks, Will.
He ordered on some popcorn.
Yeah, he is.
Popcorn player.
I had a friend the other night asking if you were going to bring your popcorn to you, Rob. Did you bring your packs of popcorn?
Who said that?
A friend of mine who's been watching our broadcast for years. Anonymously, probably.
We be saving our popcorn for basketball season.
That's true. It's what the Mills boys and girls teams are going to be really fun to watch this winter. TJ is going to have to stop me at the door from getting into those games.
Now I really expect to run the clock for this.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you absolutely can expect the running clock here. And I was chatting with a couple of folks during halftime, one of whom from Hope. And the last thing you want to see here for the Bobcats is you don't want to see them just lay down and die for the rest of this game. It's obviously a really, really tough situation, be down by nearly 60 points to start the half, but you don't just want to give up. You still see just like this. Quick onside kick. And is caught before it even crosses 10 yards by Ja'Cory Smith. I almost forgot that Hope won the coin toss and elected to receive. And so now Parkview. Good gracious, did you see that? Ja'Cory Smith just launched the football from one sideline to the other.
A bullseye.
My goodness.
Booyah.
So let's see what Parkview can do here. We have Robert Jackson, the freshman quarterback, on the field. Takes the snap, hands it off, up the middle.
Ooh.
And a big hit that time by Scott.
Oh, God.
Holy cow, that was...
I heard that from up here.
It was Jaden Mayweather, a man who we saw a bit of last week. Some of the younger guys and less experienced guys are getting their playing time here tonight. Warren Robinson, a 5'11" wide receiver lining up on the near side. Give to Mayweather again. He is quick. They have to grab his dreads just to bring him down. Not only does he look like Alex Collins, he can run like him too. He has a similar run style, I guess, to him. He looks a lot like Collins when he was playing ball for the Hogs.
Nice comparison.
Just watch it too. Watch the way that he runs with the football. It looks a lot like Collins. A new set of downs. A low snap this time. We'll give it to him again. He's not afraid to lower his shoulder either.
He's not.
Gain of about 7. He's down to the 15.